how many days have I spent total playing The Sims? Because that's feels like almost as much as the bathroom.
Gotta be more, man. I mean, there were like days that like I malnourished myself and like would not go like to even take bathroom breaks hardly during the day.
I feel like at any time I could just whoop back into a little Sims hole.
Saying we were low key joking the other night. We were like, we could just like
play the
download Sims 4. We're here. We're back with Big City Backwoods. You know,
number 29.
29. This is where we drop our merch.
Oh yeah. Honestly, we fucking could.
We really could.
Easy peasy.
I was kidding about the beanie. That was just made by a coworker, to be honest, and it was kind of. But it's a neat idea, right? Cute though.
It's cute.
Beanies and stuff, merch. That'd be kind of cute.
I like these. We did these recently, these Martin City IPAs, but the fucking caps are pretty weak. I always think I'm gonna break it.
They are really weak. They're different.
And we get it. You get it.
Yeah, the artichoke beer.
Yeah. I really didn't believe that these... I didn't know IPAs were something from artichokes, because I really don't even fuck with artichokes like that.
I do like artichokes. I'm actually like so surprised you don't.
No,
you seem like the type that would love artichokes.
I love spinach artichoke. And I love other things that
artichokes but it's like,
come in, but I don't particularly like...
It goes really well with like acidic things though, and it's like salty, like olives are and shit like that, you know.
I think not to be like everybody else, but I think it's a texture thing. It really bothers me to say phrases that I've heard a bazillion times. I'm such a fucking hipster. I'm like, but
you really are.
I know, and it hurts me, but
like that's just truly how you feel. Sometimes there's no other way to describe it.
I'm a retiring hipster. I'm learning how.
You know what's weird is I like the textures that most people don't, like slimy.
Yeah, what? Mussels and oysters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
What is something else? Like, dude, people hate like tapioca pudding.
I love pakitoka. I knew I was gonna say it wrong. This is way too many vowels.
It's funny because we were literally just talking about how you read things backwards, but like you actually pronounce that backwards. Yeah, you like reverse psychology your own ass, like
mixing up my consonants. If there's way too many vowels in something, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
That was funny. Yeah, tapioca. It's a good one.
Love it.
And nobody loves it.
Yeah.
Nobody does. But I'm like, it's honestly kind of what boba tea is, but in a very smaller form. It's just got like the bubbly,
Is there? I don't think there's anything slimy I don't like.
Flan, slimy.
I was gonna say flan. That's so delicious.
Love flan. Slimy. There's a lot of slimy things that are good out there, but a lot of people say it's like the sliminess that like gets people.
I like my eggs runny. Glug glug glug.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's amazing. I was trying to think of something like recently I had, and I was like, best texture ever. Like I don't remember. It wasn't oysters. Uni?
Sea urchin. It's kind of slimy.
Oh fuck no! I saw somebody eating that on TikTok the other day. It doesn't even look like edible. You talking about like they crack open the sea urchin and there's like this sliver of like meat. There's like the whole thing, and then it's like this sliver of meat. Yeah, I watched.
Well, I never like had to do all of that, but
no, I just watched somebody do it. It was like a and that's like a holy grail of like protein right there was like the sea urchin.
Yeah, supposedly
it's their sex organ. I think
I liked it a lot. Oh, really? Gross,
I think
weird.
So.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No,
it
wasn't. Not in my books. Not in my books. It sure wasn't.
It looks like a little tongue. I'm just gonna say it was like a tongue.
It does look like
I want to eat like liver though. I don't like liver. You love liver. I forgot you're a fucking liver lover. forgot, man.
A liver lover. That's the worst. Sounds like a
That's what
slur.
I think, yeah.
That's funny. No, only chicken livers. I don't just like love organs.
One time,
It's really just fried chicken livers, to be honest. They just got a flavor to them. That iron.
Yeah.
But they're good. I don't know why I like them. I don't know why I do, because it is an interesting flavor. It's like venison. I don't like it. I can't.
Eat. Like it tastes like when I eat them, like old people will love this.
Like corned beef hash and shit. I also fuck that shit up.
I'm not a hater of foods, usually, though. I talked about that. I had this like icebreaker thing where I, like there was like these prompts and I had to fill them out. Like it was like, you know, foods, all of them, chicken wings, you know, as a least favorite food, lima beans was like the only thing I don't like, and artichokes. I was thinking about putting artichokes with it, but then it asked me like, what is my like like superpower? And I thought about it for a long time, and then I put, guess what I put? What
Your
is this?
superpower?
Yeah, like, and it kind of was like work oriented in a way. Or like everybody was making it kind of a work oriented thing. So I was like, I wasn't going to say like, well, I couldn't even think of anything because like I'm in a work mindset. All I could think of was I put discipline. I was like, how do I explain this anyway?
Like have the most discipline of anything, or like be able
like,
to
yeah,
like.
But it just sounds weird when I'm like, discipline. That's what I'm good at. But like.
Oh, like your superpower, like your real life one?
Yeah. Like,
I was
I'm
like,
a disciplined person is what I meant by that. But instead I was just like, my superpower is discipline. But I mean, that's real.
Honestly, and it's kind of a flex because a lot of people don't have discipline.
Yeah. No,
I do in a lot of ways. I don't in a lot of ways.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't, but work-wise, yes.
Yeah,
and like I have a routine, you know, my dogs have a routine. Like we're like, I don't even let myself do something unless all these things are done first, and like
you're very methodical in that way.
What would you put for a work superpower?
Mine?
Yeah, like if you were like at a work thing and they were like, "What's your superpower?"
Like completely, like, inevitably, no matter what time frame you give it, I will always finish the deadline. Like that is yeah. You could tell me I need to have like a complete something ready in 15 minutes, and I'd be like, fuck. But like, I'll do it.
That's what I want to get you on Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
So bad.
Like, it's just the time. It's crazy. I feel like I will it to happen. Yeah. We were really thinking about it because like.
You would kill at it.
And it's funny because it's a bunch of home cooks that go on this show, right, that are like cooks and. But like. No.
Not MasterChef. You need to go on Hell's Kitchen, which
is
the people that are kitchen workers.
Yeah.
So, like, you have you're a kitchen manager.
Yeah, and
you've been in the restaurant business for 10 years.
Completely.
So you get that wham, 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 Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Put her on.
Honestly, like as soon as they would start screaming, I'd be like, okay.
What's your signature dish? You gotta have a signature dish. That's how you get in the first episode. You have to show them your signature dish. And then you're probably going to have to do it again later. So keep that in mind. Start thinking about it if you don't have one.
I have one.
What is it?
I would do a filet mignon.
Really?
With an Oscar topping.
Oscar
topping. It is like a seafood, like kind of like not like a seafood salad, but almost like a dip, like a seafood dip that like kind of like it's got butter in it. It's got, it's almost like a seafood aioli in a way. Like it can have cream in it, and you put it on top of a fillet. Like you put like lobster, crab, or something that goes with it.
No, I've never.
Lay it over golden mashed potatoes and grilled asparagus.
So just throw the asparagus.
Yeah, just throw a.
Then how are you gonna elevate that at the end of the season with all that you've learned? Though I guess you won't know that yet.
I wouldn't know that yet.
You don't know what you're gonna learn.
I would love to learn. I like to learn. If it's baking though,
yeah, you're gonna have to probably a little bit maybe.
Oh,
I'm like beef Wellington.
So bad.
He's gonna make you. You gotta do Gordon Ramsay's dishes.
Well,
learn those
dough is fine. Dough's fine.
Yeah.
Working with flour, eggs, fine.
Pasta.
You
made your own pasta.
I'm saying I could like really
make your own pesto for him.
Mm-hmm.
Your pesto's so good.
I did a dairy-free last time too, and it was amazing too.
Didn't even both times.
Yeah, there's certain ways you can do it.
I want to
get better at pasta.
You were telling a story about your brother and just casually like, I mean, it was a big deal that he ate like 3 bowls of cereal, but also it's just that he eats cereal, you chug milk, like your family loves dairy, and it just is one of those things you just hear in every story. The love of dairy.
Oh, it's always there. It's always there. I like impress myself with making a dairy-free pasta because I love dairy so much, but I was cooking for somebody that was dairy-free. And honestly, it did slay. I still killed it, to be honest. I did, but man, we're dairy lovers. I do. I'll drink a cold glass of milk, and that's no surprise to anybody.
Refreshing drink.
Like, my brother really takes like chocolate syrup, gives a whole gallon of milk, like just plain white milk, good old whole, no 2%, no nothing.
Yeah,
takes this like syrup, like maybe drinks like a little bit off the top of it, so he's able to add all the syrup. And shakes it up and just makes his own chocolate milk. He'll down it in 2 hours.
I don't believe
He will keep it.
that.
He will keep it in his hand and just like, you
like
know what he does too? He does this. He does this weird thing too, where he makes like full glasses of milk. If he doesn't do like a half gallon or like a jug of milk, he'll do just a big glass of it. And I feel like I'm exposing him, but it's really funny. It's really funny. He like drinks it with a spoon. Like he like scoops it into his mouth out of a cup, just liquid.
Why doesn't he?
He says it tastes better. He swears it tastes better. He says it elevates the chocolate milk.
That's why he loves cereal so much, because he just loves this.
The spoonful. Maybe like he says it aerates the milk. It makes it better.
He needs to aerate.
It's crazy. He drinks it so fast too. That way, I mean, it's like a machine. It's a machine.
Chugging.
And you don't really even hear it either. Like, if you weren't looking at him, you wouldn't be able to know that he's doing it. Like,
I need to see it, because
okay, he has a glass of milk. He's got the spoon, and
he's scooping it.
He's scooping it.
He doesn't pour at the same time.
He's scooping.
What about when he's like towards the bottom?
He just tilts it and scoops and tilts it, and then it gets like to maybe like the bottom, and then he like downs it. But like pretty much keeps it going the whole way. The whole way. Just head down low, right next to the cup, doesn't make a mess. Can't even tell he's doing it, bro. It's wild. It's funny because I think about it, he's been doing it like his whole life. So it's like kind of normalized to me. But when I say it out loud, I'm like, that's kind of crazy. Sorry if I exposed you, but it's funny. He still does it in front of people. So at that point, like, you can't really be that embarrassed about it, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll try to.
I mean, eventually, I hope you get to meet him, and I hope that he does.
Yeah, I haven't even met him. That's the worst part.
Yeah, he's off doing his own thing right now, completely in California. But
so that's my brother.
Yeah,
he got that kid. We're talking exposing brothers. That kid, I don't even know how it started. His vape pen blew up in his pocket while he was giving a presentation.
You were telling me about this.
In front of like middle schoolers or something. And then the next thing, he shoots himself in the leg. Survives that. And then the next thing, gets in a grease fire, has to get skin grafts from his leg for his hand. His hand looks crazy, like a leg hand.
He's got a claw now?
No, I mean, he's got like a whole hand. It's just his skin is like,
yeah, it keeps
thick.
It probably closed or something.
He just got a thick hand. He's but he's got like stripes down his leg from when they. It's crazy.
I know that had to hurt.
He's the most destructive, but he's just a jolly little kid. He's not a little kid. He's like an adult. He's a real big adult. But
I know, I have a problem with that too. In my brain, they're the same age forever.
Yeah. My sister had a birthday this last week, and I'm sure she's like 40 years old now. No, she's like 5 years younger than me. But I just like, what? No way.
Old.
Yeah.
It makes me feel older knowing my younger siblings are getting, even though they're younger than me, like hearing them get that age, I'm like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That's depressing. That means I'm just way out there, you know? Yeah, my sister thought it was like hella depressing turning 26 this year. I was like,
I never have ever felt depressed about turning an age older.
I think I didn't love 26. 26 just isn't a cool age. It's not like you're young, but it's not like you're old either. You're just like, 26. 25 and 26 is so melodramatic. There's nothing really about it. But then like 27's like, okay, you're getting there. Like 27 sounds like you're older. You're getting older. You're older. And like 28, like you're right around the corner from 30.
29 was pretty boring. 'Cause I was like,
29 is boring.
I was like 28 and 29 were like COVID, so I was like, oh, what is them? Well, wait, was it?
But like when I hear like 22 now, I'm like, that's a kid.
Yeah, no, baby. I got carded at your place. I walked in and that bartender was like, hey, we're gonna get for you. And I was like, Boulevard Wheat. I get the same fucking beer every time I go in there, you know. And everybody makes fun of me for it now, but you have like the 4 beers on tap.
6, but they're all the same.
Yeah, they never change. I get a couple wheats because it's usually like early, and then
Don't
I
start
get
too
some
heavy.
Space Campers. Yeah, I don't want anything else. But you, anyway, dude was like, yeah, could I see your ID? And I was like, yeah, sure. Gave my ID, and I was like, bro, this child you have working behind the bar just asked for my ID.
Probably, honestly,
He
freshly
looks-
21.
I'm saying he looks so tiny.
No, he can't be that old. I know he's not. I don't know anybody's age, to
He's
be
got to be
honest.
like 21.
That's what I'm saying. Like 21, 22.
I mean, because he's a bartender.
Maybe it was compliment. I mean, technically, the theory is if they don't fully look over 30, then you ID.
Yeah. No,
So
I get
that's
it.
just
I get
saying-
it. I'm not mad. I'm just saying it's funny because he looked 17.
The only time I really get carded is obviously like bars where there's a bouncer at the door, and then Quick Trip.
I never get carded at Quick Trip anymore.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't even
I
know it
never
was a
get
thing.
carded at gas
I thought they
stations
had to
anymore.
ask everyone.
Maybe I did recently.
I don't know
just
that
haven't
though,
been
to be
carded
true.
a lot lately. It's been kind of
I don't.
easy.
Yeah.
I just stare at them like this, and they're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's nothing. And then he asked me my name. He was like, what was your name? And I was like, just wait until your manager comes out here.
That's the funniest thing was like y'all's actual name was on the bar tab where it literally has never been before. It's
Yeah.
always like my friends.
And
You know,
it
like
just
Sarah's
says
friends and
Sarah's
just
friends.
Sarah's friends, or
That's funny.
always that. Or Big City. It's been Big
Oh,
City
that's
before.
funny.
Big City.
That's
That's
cute.
what Tweety always puts it under.
Cute. That's funny.
Funny.
And then he just threw in bread that one time. So
You know, it's so funny. He's a Cancer, and he just has so many Cancer tendencies. Like he does. I realize I'm a Cancer rising, so I know a lot of people don't relate with him, but I do. I kind of do with their crazy asses just a little bit, and he's so wild. You know, he really throws me for a loop sometimes. I feel like I like get him, and then he just like that just throws bread at you, and you're like, why did you do that? And he's like, felt like you needed it. I'm like, what? It was so funny the other day. He like so gracefully fell at work, like
I love a good fall.
carrying so many things, and like literally like
I
went
love
down,
it already.
got right back up. Like went down, got back up. Was always vertical. And his table
I
just
love
looked at him, and then he just like nonchalant and didn't even bat an eye. Like just did it and was like, oh, and, like got back up, and the table was like, did he just fall?
Was
But
that
he
a dance?
actually did. He was like slipping down and then was like, boop, 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 and like
Oh, wow.
elevated back up.
What a great life
We got
to
it on the
have.
cameras.
That sounds so I want to see. You should have filmed
I
it.
should've.
I don't know what's going on, but you tonight have looked like high school you all night, and it's scaring me. I feel like you like teleported because I've just seen so many pictures of high school you,
It's
and you're
the
giving
beanie.
everything. Is it? I don't
I
know.
think
like,
it's the beanie.
it's a
I went
lot
through
of it,
such
though.
a like beanie phase.
I'm like actually finally like putting the two together. It's
Does
like
it?
that-
Does the
it's
younger
like
me
Love is
scare you
Blind.
more? Because I feel
I don't know,
like
I
you're
haven't-
scared. Like you're like backing away from me.
There's
I
just a couple
wasn't that
times you sound- and then right before this, where I ran just to my room across the hall to go get my phone because we film on my phone. And like I come back and I'm coming around the corner into my room, and Sarah just immediately just like to yell for me. Stops halfway through because she sees me, but like yells it. So I'm like
Ah!
trying to yell my
You literally
name.
went ah.
Scared to death.
I did. I
Sneered
started
at her
very
immediately,
loud.
like,
I
what the
literally
fuck?
about just crushed your eardrum, thinking you were downstairs, and like you just walked back in the room.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I kind of was like I haven't.
I've had a lot of good belly laughs lately.
Lately.
I was thinking about Halloween, bro.
Which part? Oh no, heads up, dude.
No, well, that was funny too, man. But I was just talking about how it started. Like, I didn't realize how much fun I was gonna have giving candy out to little kids. Like, that was the funnest.
I forgot that we did Halloween before all this. We haven't even talked about Halloween. Yo, we were so lame, but it was like the best.
I will never
Halloween
go
movie.
back. Like, I had so much fun.
We're only ever gonna pass out kids to candy and bully them. That's what we're really getting at. Is like, Bud's ready to fucking bully. No, not me. I'm like trying to get rid of the candy by the end of the night, and you're over here like judging.
Trying to save the candy.
Yeah, literally judging the children.
No.
What are you wearing? What? Look at me. Look at me. I think the video was like literally on our Instagram. Like, you absolutely should go check it out. But
there was more.
So funny.
So many. I wish that we just downloaded all of the ones from your video.
I know. There were some that you were really
roasting these children.
Roasting
but like, if
them.
they did not have a costume, like I was gonna rib them.
I
Like,
was
gonna hit them with the trick. We really
taken back by the amount. There wasn't that many, but even the amount of kids that just came up with just hoodies on, I was like,
yeah, no, that's
hell
how
are
I'm
y'all
gonna
doing
shit
out
on them a
here?
little bit. Like, I was like, you're a teenager in some regular outfit. I went and did the part, and you want candy? You're gonna have to say they could just say anything, but most of them were just like,
yeah, because a scary lady standing over them dressed in all black with spider webs on her face.
Well, that's what I was saying. We were really playing our character. Before I went over there, I was like, let's do like a good and evil vibe, because you probably have a lot of like really fun stuff, and I only have dark, scary things, and I don't have like real costumes.
Staring at the
black that is the closet.
Spider,
yeah,
the spider dress right there. Like, there's a huge arachnophobe on it.
So, I felt like that was, but I didn't expect, like, I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't think any of that was going to come out of me. And then every time I went out there, I was just like, man. And I wasn't even like trying to play. I'm glad I dressed the part.
Well, I think the kids, that way, they walk up to a house and they expect old people answering, right? And like, it's just like us. Younger adults. No, we do. We look old as fuck, but we're like dressed the part. There's probably no older adults.
Her room was so Halloweened out.
Oh, yo, I like only decorated like absolutely just the entryway of my house,
so
and like
cute.
I broke one of my pumpkins that was ceramic out there. I was a little sad about it, but only decorated like that area where like only the kids could see, so it did look really cool. We also got like colored light bulbs, like green and orange. So it had its own little vibe. It was like
her
way
door is
too
already
fun.
Orange, so that was
funny. Yeah, that was a whole
thing.
vibe. We were actually talking about that too. I was like, and it's orange. Okay. Nah, that's absolutely the move. I think it works out well too, because to preface it, I do have a lot of children in my neighborhood, and it's massive. My neighborhood just spirals off into other neighborhoods.
Like, I get lost every time.
Yeah, it's giant.
But that's what you're dressed as a good person. The good. Just holding the bowl out. Take the candy. Take more. Take all of it. She really said that to a group. Like, take all of it. We have more. Take all of it. I was like, no. Grab a handful and move on. Right over her shoulder, behind her, holding your dog. A lot of kids were really afraid of your dog. That was also really surprising. I was like, Renfrey?
She just wanted to be out there so bad. Except when she got out, I was like, oh, am I ever gonna get her back? She was, but in that family, I think was like excited for her. But yeah, some people are taken back. She's just so hyper too. But yeah, no, I was ready to give all the. So it was funny because I obviously played my part of this like light, the light and dark, the good and the evil, the whatever it is.
Like, no.
Look at me. I'll never get out. Look me in the eyes.
Look at me.
Tell me what you are.
I just
give me an answer. You get no candy. You even said at the end of it. I don't know if the video caught it, but the best part was you. What did you say? I'm giving you a piece of candy because the lack of effort, or something like that. Lack of costume or lack of.
I honestly.
It was a lack of. Like, it was a pity candy. Here was pity candy.
I said I'll only give you 2 pieces of candy. I still give them 2 pieces of candy. I did kind of get a little stickler on some kids. So at the end of the night, I realized I should have given more candy than like. Because at the beginning, I didn't know how many kids were coming, so I was like, 4 pieces a costume. I don't know.
And that's the thing. Like, we even talked to our neighbors about it, and they were like, "We're not participating." There was only like 20 kids last year, so I was like, "Well, we didn't have like an exuberant amount of candy," but I was like, I mean, But it was a good turnout. There were a
Yeah,
ton of
it
kids.
was
There was
cute.
definitely more than 20.
And then Sarah didn't want to turn the light off, so then all the like weirder and
Well, we
weirder
just
folk
had-
kept coming.
we
like,
had the door
11:30. I
open
was
the
like,
whole
bro,
way.
We should
And the
turn
doorbell rang,
this
and it was
door
like, what,
off.
like 10:30? By 10:30,
No, it
that's
was
when
like
everybody needs to...
11. It was wild.
Well,
And it was
maybe
just like
closer too.
older people.
Teenagers. Definitely that... The color contacts, like,
There's
no
colored
speaking, just, like,
contacts, no
literally
one said
staring.
anything. Like, we were like,
staring.
here's some candy.
I was like, honestly, just take the candy and leave.
Just like,
it.
take all the candy.
Like, if that's what you're here for, like, just take the
Just
candy
like,
and
can
go.
you close the fucking door now, please.
Yeah, you really were. And I'm glad you said that, because I was just being, like, drunk and fun at the time. I was like, no, let's give candy out to everybody. But, like, not the move. At that point, that's when the night, we were like, this isn't children anymore. This is grown adults trying to finagle us for
It
some
was weird.
candy.
That was weird. There was the amount of times there was an adult being like, I have a kid in the wheelchair in the car with like a backpack. There was 2 separate times where somebody said something and I was like, that's a weird coincidence.
Strange.
And I was like, we were just handing out candy anyway.
And they like kept the bag over and they're like,
yeah.
and get like, okay.
It was a little funny. It was you see.
It's funny how like you can like some the little kids were always the cutest with like the costumes they came up with the
You can't even
parents.
see.
They like don't even know what to do. They like walk up and they're like grabbing the candy. Like the one little girl that like grabbed the candy and like just put it right back.
Yeah. It's like, oh, cool.
I was like, you were so sweet and mannerly.
No,
Your parents
the
are
best
so
was,
good to
like,
you.
The group of like middle school girls that came up and they were like, oh my god, you guys are like so pretty.
And they were in these like
So
Renaissance
yeah.
corset-y looking
Oh my God,
dresses.
thanks.
They
That
were.
was
They were like,
so-
oh my god, your costumes are so good. They were like mesmerized, and then they saw our dog, and they were like, oh my god, the dog.
It was
Like,
like
you
little
guys are
versions
so
of
pretty.
us.
Absolutely, they're like never gonna forget us. And their brains are like, that's the way I want to be when I get older. They were praising us, and all we did was free outfits. Really, it was all the stuff we already had.
Just went
Really,
with that cloak, yeah. I love that dress. I worn that dress like all the time.
it was cute. I liked the vibe. In the cape, obviously pulled it super together.
We tried to put me in a corset.
Didn't
Can't
work.
fit.
I don't know when at any point did I ever fit in that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe when you were crazy high school, I know. We both got our period fits on right now. It's a period party tonight.
Yeah, I'm almost to the point where here it is. I'm buttoning it up. I'm buttoning it up.
Got my big shirt vibes. You got your big.
Just flannel, just comfy. Not really trying too hard.
It's funny because it's not a flannel.
It's not. I mean, it's not a flannel material. It is a flannel.
This is like this is
This
such
is
a
a real
you version.
vintage shirt, though.
No, I know. It's just such a you version of like
The
if-
shirt.
Like if I'm like, oh, let me grab a flannel, you're like, yeah, me too. It's like obviously like the you version of it. It's like a dress
Yeah.
shirt. It's a little like man's dress shirt.
It is. It's dressy. It's definitely dressy.
The
That's exactly the material.
Texture is like
It's super like 70s,
it just looks
80s.
like a plaid flannel, but it actually is a dress shirt.
I just love the colors. When I
It's
saw
great.
it,
It's a great color. I wanted to wear yellow.
it's
too
given
after-
Scooby-Doo,
yeah.
you know?
No,
Yeah.
it's cute.
I was gonna go for like a turtleneck vibe, but I was like, man, it's like fall. It was like 60 when I left work, like 57. It was like a little chilly, so I was like, I'm not ready completely for that. Like, I'm not ready to transition. So this is the fall outfit I
It's so
decided with.
cute. You're
Thank you.
killing it. I am tired of being a woman though.
This is a segment we call.
Period party.
Mm-hmm.
Where we pity party about our
Yeah.
fucking periods.
Mm-hmm. It is exhausting.
It's just so annoying that there's nothing to be done about it. Like, how
I don't know
how have we got this far?
and
And we just have to deal with
working a full
cramps?
working a full day with it. Working
No,
a full
that's
day.
what I'm saying. I was like walking through a grocery store because I needed toilet paper, and just walking through, and I was like, you know what? I bet there's probably like a handful of other women in this Target right now. Some of them maybe even working that are also in the same boat I am, right? Where like we're just doing things even though we are in like serious pain sometimes.
Like serious. Like
Real,
sometimes
like
you're,
I
you're-
want to cripple to the floor.
Sometimes
like,
you're sweating because you're just so
I'm
uncomfortable and
saying.
in public.
and you're
In
just like,
public, you can't just
I
be
might
letting
throw
out
up right now. It
like
hurts
bellowing
so bad.
screams and bullshit like that. That really is so true. It's funny. You know that like street questions that people ask? It's like random
yeah.
questions on the street, and
Mhm.
I saw this one. It was like directed towards really periods and women. They were like, what is a period?
Just,
And
what
like
is
they
it?
just they did
Yeah.
it. It was like just the time of the month. They're like, but what is it? And they're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
bleed a little bit. I'm like, it's like crazy how
Ignorant.
you don't know.
Well, because
don't
we're
know.
not supposed to talk about it or whatever forever.
Yeah, but
I feel like
If
it's
you were in
better if
pain,
everybody
you'd wanna
knows
talk.
'cause you don't talk to me.
oh, it's the first thing I say
Yeah, I'm like
to my boss.
"Ooh."
I like will
Heads
casually
up.
bring it up in the conversation.
Yeah, me too. Right.
I'm like, don't
hey,
forget."
by the way, everybody, I'm cramping and I'm bloating and I'm irritable and like I don't
Immediately,
talk to me.
immediately. I'm like,
Don't
I
touch
said
me.
to my
Don't
boss,
fucking
what did I
touch
say?
me. I swear to God, if someone even just touches my arm, I'll be.
I told my boss this morning. I said, it's a new week. I was like, your girl's on her period. Be careful what you say. Like, Tommy was like, oh God. And then he realized like I was the person I was training to. Kayla was also on her period. And I was like, there's two of us. Just remember.
yeah.
He was like, Jesus. But and here it is. Stayed away from me.
That's what I'm saying.
I was really productive today too. I was like killing it. Crampy. Killing it
Yeah.
for what it was.
There should definitely just be something where we're like in Slack, like Ashley,
Maybe
with
like-
a big red dot next to it.
Yeah,
Like,
something.
Don't heads up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be careful. Choose your battles.
Okay.
Hey, Jeej.
What is up?
What you doing?
We got a guest star today.
Yes, our Jeej. Pretty girl.
That was really
Sweet
cute.
baby.
Just coming up here to say hi. Hello. Big dog.
She's a
Large dog.
I cleaned my room. Well, Sarah cleaned my room with me. That was just a night. I don't even know why you came
That
over.
was-
I texted you. I was like, hey, you want to come over? And then you were like, yeah, I can maybe come over.
Yeah,
you
we
just
were like,
came
what are you doing
over.
tonight? I was like, we just weren't in the mood to do anything but nothing. And then ended up doing
Everything.
a lot of motivational things. But it was very mindless to me.
No, I know. Sometimes I just needed to not be alone while I handle a task.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you, there's all those like
Like a
growing
friend
up, you have the
hangout.
friend that hangs out on your bed while you clean your room. But like Sarah is a very more active person, and so am I. So like when
I was
we
like,
do
I'll do your
those things,
dishes.
yeah, she just did my dishes. Well, I don't even know what I was doing.
I was
cleaning the counters and
also
stuff.
getting dinner out of it. So like that was
Yeah,
my
you
part
did
in
get
it.
dinner.
That
And
was my
then
part in it.
Came up here and we just organized all of my room and cleaned up all of my room, and so that with the pure intention only to bring my fat ass beanbag into this room, so we had room to put up a Christmas tree.
That's really
'Cause
what started
Sarah-
it. Is
yeah,
we
Sarah
started
loves
getting
Christmas.
excited about Christmas. I was like, oh my
And I
God,
bought
I
a
got
black
a Christmas
Christmas
tree.
tree.
And then we were like talking about placement in your house for the. I was like,
There's
honestly,
only
we
one place
just
for it, yeah.
move that beanbag. Like you could do it. And the thing was, is like we even started with like a small task, like just get the room clean, just get the beanbag up here, because it was later. And then we were like, fuck it.
Let's do my whole room, and now it's perfect because I just cleaned. Oh, my bad. I
I
painted
honestly
the whole
like the.
table.
I know that it might not be permanent, but I do enjoy the beanbag in here. It gives a
It's-
comfy vibe.
It's super cute too because my dogs have been sitting in it in meetings and stuff. Today Reggie sat in it in a meeting, and like nobody knows how like little Reggie kicks it with me in the daytime when I'm working. So I was like wanting to make a big deal
Meltdown
about it
about
in my
it.
meeting. I was like, y'all, look at my fucking dog and this camera.
They're like
she
yeah.
never goes on camera. Like
Mhm.
Reggie's never on fucking
literally
camera.
never.
On stream,
Like that was rare.
on stream she doesn't come out, like she doesn't be in this room.
She's not a camera girl. She
Mm-mm.
doesn't like it. She doesn't want to be in the spotlight.
It's funny because I wanted a border collie
To have that
be-
personality, because they
Yeah.
do. They usually
Yeah,
do.
exactly. 'cause I
Brady's
had a
so
border
opposite of
collie.
that.
I had a border collie while I was streaming, and she was just every noise
Mhm.
alert. She would be right there, and it was the cutest thing ever. And then Reggie's like,
Mm-mm.
it's because she was raised in it. She was like, nah, not for you, mom.
Man, I was like really thinking about
Teenager.
like I was thinking back at like Reggie, like old Reggie times,
Puppy.
puppy Reggie, and like just the first time you invited me over to like do streams with you, and it was so funny. It's just that seems so long ago now. I
It
didn't
was.
think it was that long, but like now that I'm thinking back, I'm like we were kids.
We didn't even know each other.
I know. We were like both kind of pretty new to
Being friends.
the area and being friends,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
didn't have a lot of friends really here. I mean, you were from here, but you'd just
Mhm.
moved back after like years.
Yeah, totally new person.
It was funny. You'd just be like, "You want to do this?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, I literally don't have plans." Don't know anybody,
I
so.
don't do anything actually.
Yeah, I will. So funny. So new, so fun.
What did you do back then? You just hung out with
Well, I hung out with
Jacobs?
Jacob, and then I originally would just hang out with like Jacob's friends, so like it would
Yeah.
just be like an outing. But I also had like my friends that like also moved up here,
Mm-hmm.
and then just
play video
really
games
anybody
back
that I met. Yeah, when me and Jacob like first got together, that's like when I got back into video games. I was like, okay,
What
this
were you
is
playing at that time? It's like 2018. I
um
know you weren't playing Red Dead like a loser.
not that. No, I wasn't. What was I playing at that time? I was.
Remember y'all were playing Cuphead because I came over and played.
I think I was playing like we were playing Cuphead. I think I was playing like old school like Fallout and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, well, Fallout 76 had come out. And so like I was trying to play that. I was troubleshooting it. It was a shithole game.
Bad, yeah.
It was a terrible game. And then I remember playing a lot of Cyberpunk when that came out because we barely had the capacity to even hold the game, but like it worked. It worked, and I played a lot of that. So I played Cyberpunk, and then shit. What else did I play? I think I got my Switch like pretty early on. I was playing The Witcher a lot too.
Obviously.
For like years, and then like after that was like Animal Crossing, and when I got my gaming laptop, that's when I was on my Nancy Drew kick. That was stupid. I still be hitting those up though.
That was last year.
Yeah, no, that was just like last year. That was just like the come up of everything. There was something in between there though that we were playing. That was when Jacob was like playing a lot of PUBG.
The little shooter boy.
Shooter.
She's a little shitter boy.
It's funny. He's like definitely still. He's like very much into the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 right now. So
he like didn't even want to buy it. No,
he can't even help it. He loves competitive games like that. He just wants to be competitive. Like that's him.
I mean, I played Splatoon on Saturday. Actually, I had a whole video game day, like literally from morning to night. I finished Splatoon story because I needed to do that. Got my Steam Deck back out.
When we had come over, you were video gaming that day?
You didn't come over on Saturday.
Oh, I was thinking of the night it was the night before, right? That we had come over. Yeah, it was Friday night.
No,
we were
that
gaming that night
I was
too.
playing a lot, and I was like, I fucking love Splatoon again. And then I played hella Splatoon all day.
Did you really? I remember seeing your B-reel.
My Splatoon died. I mean, my Switch died, so then I played something else on my Steam Deck. I was just also like looking at a lot of games, but yeah,
I love browsing. I'm so bad at just browsing for like an hour.
That's what I do on Netflix too. I just
and like watching the trailers.
Yeah, I'm just like, I watched a lot of content just then actually.
I also played a lot of VR when you guys talked us into that, and like.
What'd you play? Oh, I'm sorry.
When I like first got into it, when I.
That was like 2020.
Yeah, I guess it was.
But I thought you were talking about now, man. I'm really trying to get you to play more golf with me.
Damn, it hurts. It hurts. I'm just not
Figure it out.
I can't.
Get a balancing something. It doesn't make sense.
I got the elite strap that y'all told me to get, and it's still not that chill. Like even after like 45 minutes, it just gives me it's like a painful headache. Like it's just.
Do you just tighten it so hard on your head?
It doesn't stay on my head. So like I don't know if it's because my head's so small, but like so I tighten it to my head and then it's like too tight around my head that I'm giving myself a headache. But if I don't have it that tight, it just rests on my cheeks and still gives me a headache.
I kind of just rotated and like loose like I don't know. I feel like you just try harder.
No, it's not that chill. If you really think about it, like I get where it's coming from, but like it needs to be less heavy on the front. And I know the first one is heavier. I know that. But, like, we're going to be looking about these and, like, the generations that are coming about, and you're going to realize how fucking heavy this one is. Like, it's a heavy console just sitting on the front of your face.
You're talking to... I wore a prototype of the HoloLens that was connected to computers, and it shocked me every time I put it on because, you know, like, they actually, like, paid for us to go to, like, an eye doctor. Because of like these like shocks that we were getting, but we had to wear a necklace of a computer that we plugged the headset, and it had no covering, so it was just like wires and these giant like Maverick glasses, and like plugged it in, and then this plugged into the computer, and like this plugged into this part of the computer. It was like a whole. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I get how things evolve, and I know that in the future we're gonna have really great VR, but I don't want you to miss out on all this VR fun I'm having right now.
I do. I can't be in there for very long. Is the shitty thing. Like y'all play
I'm
for like
saying,
hours, and I
there is
can't do that.
something where you put like there's like another one where it's like balancing something weighted on them. It's like a external battery.
I don't know. Maybe I'll.
And then it
look
like
into
balances it out a little bit. So it's. Anyway, speaking of gaming, I want to show you my show and tell.
Okay.
And I'm gonna talk to y'all about it, and you could probably hear it. But mostly, this is a show and tell for Sarah.
Hell yeah, it's tight.
I'm already like, it's tight. You haven't even seen it.
It just looks like a giant Switch. I'm already into it.
First of all, sounds and looks just like Animal Crossing.
Oh my god, bro! What?
Look at how that looks like Nook's Cranny.
Yo, what the fuck is this? What are you even playing over here? They stole it. That's the knockoff.
It's a free game, obviously.
It's free.
It's literally
Dude, it's
called
the same.
Isla Sinaloa.
Oh, it's an island management game. How original. Wow, I want to play it immediately.
Sinaloa. Look, but the cool
and
thing
you've got
is,
pear trees.
Look at how they're actually avocados.
An avocado.
Look at how you can see from the side the trees disappear.
Now I do like that you can move around different angles.
It's literally,
but it is
exactly
so knockoff. If anybody, everybody knows Animal Crossing at this point. This is literally the same thing. You can't tell me. It's kind of funny because obviously you're on the Steam Deck that is so tight. It's the same. That's so cool.
Steam Deck, so it's the giant version of a Switch.
It really is. It's like the knockoff Switch with the knockoff game. That's so funny. But obviously the Steam Deck's
and then
way cooler.
Fucking sick shirt I got.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a really best of both worlds. It's a cat dog shirt. It's amazing.
Does it say best of both worlds on the front?
It does. I didn't realize it said that. I was thinking Hannah Montana, obviously, after you saying that. I was like, what does that mean?
I like how dog's on the front.
That was such a good cartoon. It's one of my favorites.
I wish I remember the words.
Cat dog.
Cat dog.
I just remember cat dog. It was super western-y.
Yeah.
For no reason. And their house, I remember just
little fishbone.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of unhinged cartoon shows at that point, on Nickelodeon.
I was more of a Nickelodeon fan than Cartoon Network, though.
I did both very heavily.
I watched all of them, but I enjoyed my Nickelodeon more.
Nickelodeon was cooler because they had the Nick at Night, and then they had the slime show, and they had the awards. It was this whole other domain. I guess you could say that with Disney as well and stuff like that, but Nickelodeon was fucking tight. Especially prime 90s. Super Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
The Nickelodeon trophies and
That was wild.
speaking of R.I.P. to Aaron Carter. It's crazy.
Yeah, I heard he wasn't doing so well.
He wasn't doing so hot. His parents bankrupted him.
How do you time anyway?
No, yeah, yeah.
I just randomly saw unhinged tweets for a while, and
it sucks that there's child stars that literally did so well, made so much money. Amanda Bynes. How?
Even just watch until all the same thing happens again, man. The world is hell.
Yeah, fucking sucks. It's crazy. And that's what's crazy to me is Hollywood. Look at what.
This little bit of fame is the worst.
And they did it their whole lives. I can't even actually. I know that we probably all fantasize about being a Disney kid or being on a show they were, but fuck that
if only
now.
they saw me, they would love me.
Exactly. I'm so glad. I'm
do
so
anything.
glad I had a normal-ish life and didn't. I couldn't imagine being around fame all the time. What would that do to your mental as just a little kid and then developing into an adult, right? You see it so often.
I was a little church celebrity. That's about as far as I got.
Your dad's still a church celebrity.
Yeah. Never got it.
Yeah.
But every once in a while,
Pastor's
there's
daughter.
on Halloween especially, I was like, hey, can you take a picture of me for my dad? But can we make it good? Because he's going to put it on his Facebook probably. He didn't actually, so. It was too dark. I was too evil. Yeah.
He did. He said, oh.
Sometimes I get more likes on my dad's fucking Facebook church Facebook
Yeah.
than my own fucking Instagram.
You're the offspring of a celebrity to
I
them.
know.
You're like
Oh, it's so
you're like the
funny.
demigod of the.
I remember there was something the fires in California. Remember that giant fire was coming, and like my dad was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you evacuating yet?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good." And he's like, I'll put on Facebook everybody to pray for you." And I look at it and like, he just makes little pray for my daughter. She's in the fires in California.
And
blah,
the
blah, blah.
fires.
Yeah, like,
Literally burning right now.
And there's like
Pray for her.
300 comments like praying for you, Ash.
And I've seen some of those posts. It's real. It's real. There's like thousands of likes.
Fires had nothing on me. Look at this. I had the whole army of Southern Texas.
You look like Mother of Dragons just coming out of the like fire. Like it just doesn't even burn you.
Had
Oh my gosh, that'd be such a crazy story. They would actually think you were a gift from God.
I already
Glory be.
was that's okay. I'm not lying. Literal upbringing, being the this daughter of a pastor man and a sick kid. Like I was the one in the middle. Everyone was touching me to pray on me because I'm a fucking sick kid, chronically ill forever. Like.
Mommy dearest shit right there, bro. You were famous. You were getting
no,
grants, Pell Grants, fundraisers, donations. They had GoFundMes out there before they were real. Like, you had donation boxes still in your name. Probably still do. It's your inheritance.
I know.
They're like,
I
Ashley, we're
know.
so glad you just
You just came. You're so good.
came around. You
And
just
really, I did. I mean, my parents divorced. I never had another. I just was okay all of a sudden.
magically.
Magic. It was a miracle.
Praise be. All them prayers.
Saying.
I'm saying. It's funny because like the lingo we were raised around is still in our very much daily vocabulary.
The amount of times in a day, oh Lord,
Oh Lord.
I say that
Yo.
way too much.
The funniest part was when we hit that deer, not so long ago, and I said, I got service. I finally got through to like my insurance because like it was a terrible situation. I was like, praise the Lord. And you just died laughing. You were like, you really found Jesus in that moment so fast. And I was like, you get back to your roots.
Oh Lord, though, Lord's praise the Lord. All the something about
dude.
the Lord really hits because I
It
feel like they
does.
only say those ones when it's like.
Dire.
Right, yeah,
It is
or like
life or death in a
like
moment.
Someone's scared. Lord, like
Oh,
I
Lord.
really hit that one all the time, and praise the Lord.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my other favorite I really pull out a lot is some bitch. Like
Some bitch.
you don't say 3-4 words. You just say it all like one mumble.
Mm-hmm. Sheesh. I say that a lot. Sheesh. Stop. Yeah, it's what it is, Endearing. So they say. Some people might believe.
Sometimes.
I'll do my show and tell since we're on the subject. It's not techie at all. It's like completely opposite, actually, like super grandma status, but it.
Typical.
Yeah. I had to wrap them up.
Oh, we're penis dogs. Sorry.
They're not.
they're just regular dogs, but
But
they're
they, like,
some honking
absolutely-
dicks for no
The
reason.
fucking artist like completely gave them not
They're
for
so
size of
cute.
they're so cute, and then they just got these huge dongs on the underneath side of them, like full ass, full send, a full send, like they didn't even try. But anyways, I've had literally been looking for dogs. I didn't know that when I bought them, to be honest. I didn't realize they were gonna be so like
I didn't notice
protruding.
at first, and I was like, whoa.
like they really sculpted that in
Yeah, I
there.
was
Like they
oh,
really
there's
took
some
so
big
much
balls. And then I was
effort.
like eyeing a whole fucking dick. Oh.
Erect.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at
But I have been looking. The ears are a little, messed
Oh.
up, but that's how they were when I bought them. But I was really trying to find some ceramic dogs for so long, and for some reason, I've been talking about ceramic dogs for a long time. Remember, I know I brought it up like several times in the pod. Absolutely, I brought up specifically ceramic dogs. We've had like whole tangents about it. I finally found some for a reasonable price, and it was like 2 boxer brothers that go together, and they're so cute. And like,
show off the dick though too. Don't just cover it up with your hand.
I feel like it's like
It's why. Yeah, it is. It is kind of.
That one's the worst. Literally a whole lot. Look!
No.
It's bad. They didn't have to do that to this ceramic figurine, but like, look how fucking cool he is, and he's heavy. These are like heavy.
She said they're heavy. I don't know if you can hear her at all. She said they're heavy and they're really cool. And
yeah, I'm like not talking to the mic. I was just trying to say they're heavy duty ceramic dogs
really
with
cute.
giant dicks.
I keep forgetting too, and about them having large.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. This sticker is like like permanent. Like this old sticker's like permanently on it. You like
Cute.
can't even take
Good
it off.
going, probably.
Yeah.
Those are cute.
They're really cute. They're really cute together too. They sit on my wet bar.
Which I didn't know what that was. For those that don't know what a wet bar is, it's just
I didn't like really just chip that right. No, that's been there.
it's just a place where she holds all of her liquor. And
Yeah, I wish I had like an actual
it's
like
really cute.
bar in my house, but it's like a cabinet that has like a
oh my god, we should do like a mini episodes of Cribs whenever we finally get our shit the way we want it to be.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I've
That'd be
I've got
fucking
big
cute.
ideas. I've got
Me too.
a big surprise
We're
in
gonna
store.
have our podcast room soon.
And I've got so many ideas. For decorating and stuff. I want it to be like official.
Mhm.
So excited. And I do. I have specifically a surprise for you. It's
What?
I do.
For what?
I just have a surprise. But it's not going to be here until like Christmas time anyway. So
Who?
the Christmas special.
We're making a Christmas special?
That we did last year. Why not this year?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, you do.
I can't remember what I've done on show and tell historically, but I need to go
It's
through.
getting to
We
the
need
part.
like,
yeah,
write
it's
it
getting to the
down,
point where we need to just.
Go back and read.
I was just thinking that today. You just keep lately reiterating the thoughts in my head, like
Well, perfect.
within time, like within like the day, like within the day, sometimes within the hour. It's crazy, but
Psychic.
I was really thinking that.
Sometimes I think if I talk really quietly into the mic, you can hear me. You know have you ever seen those little like
Mhm.
at playgrounds?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and you
I
can
never understood how those work. But I mean, I kind of do, because when I go
sound
to take
travels.
a shower and I want music to be playing on my phone, I'll like put it in a cup in the sink,
Mhm.
and it's like hella fucking loud.
God,
And so I'm like, I get the concept, but like a tunnel doesn't.
it doesn't quite make sense, but it.
Yeah, how does sound
But it-
travel through a tunnel underground? That's crazy.
If it's really connected, that would be easy.
How does this make-
But is it really connected? That's
how
the
does it
one thing. I mean, sound travels
Yeah, what
forever.
if it's actually just like a?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's enclosed, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you remember the paper
I
cups?
thought it went underground. Yeah, how do they do it with the paper cups and the string? That's a lie. That's
a
to have been a
lie.
lie. Those are like in old ass movies. I haven't seen nothing about that since. Maybe that's not even a real thing. It was like a Mandela effect we made up. Like, how would they go through a string in a cup?
I think
That's
it
got to
just-
be a lie.
Maybe I don't know. It doesn't make any sense because like how sound travels. How tround. It would
Into
go
the
back.
string.
It would the solo cup would bounce your voice backwards. You
Yeah,
would
how does it go
be
through
not
a
to hear.
string?
You would not be able
Maybe
to hear
it
them
wasn't a
better.
string. Maybe
It'd be worse. Maybe it's the hole that you like, put through, but then it's covered up by the string, so it's like no sounds
No.
getting through that anyways.
Thank
I
God
don't
they made
know. I don't
walkie-talkies.
know. Maybe we were just all talking really loud in the same room.
I never tried that. I've only seen it in,
Vibrations, maybe? I don't
like,
know.
cartoons.
I don't think I ever tried either. I couldn't really remember, but sounds like something I might do.
I really wanted walkie-talkies with my friends growing up, like Stranger Things style.
Like legit ones that like
Mm-hmm.
you could have like distance between.
When my family went on a family vacation cruise when I was 18, so I was like the first, like it was like the real vacation. But I got a walkie-talkie, like my parents got a walkie-talkie, and then like we had two between the kids in case like one of us had to go between the three of us. But I was fucking sick. I really felt so cool. I don't know what it is, but that's why I feel like such a loser. I hate the look
That you
of
love.
me wearing a watch. Like I hate.
You hate that you love it.
I love it. I just love it because I love little techie. I'm go gadget.
You like anything that gives you notifications, that keeps you updated on
I just
heart
love it.
rates and breathing, and that's
so
so
funny.
you. It's
That
funny
shit's
because
funny.
like I've always thought you'd like
I love everything.
an Apple Watch, and
Yeah,
like
like,
you
blah,
never
blah, blah.
had one.
I hate it. I hate every time I
You
catch
hate that you
myself looking
love
like
it
this, I'm
because
like,
you're
ew.
a hipster and don't
Yeah,
love
no,
mainstream
it
things.
bothers. And then especially if I'm like in a meeting with someone, we both get a notification that we have a meeting in 10 minutes and are meeting with each other, and we both go like this. I'm like, oh, fuck. I look so fucking corporate right now.
Mm-hmm. But you low-key love it.
I really all the
Corporate lady.
all the personalities in my personality, other than the resounding hipster, is like really meant for like structure and
No, you love structure.
I
There's
love it.
nothing more than
That
you
was
love
actually
than a
one of the-
routine and structure.
Yeah.
Like structure.
And I like to make it and delegate it. And
I don't always love structure. I
control it.
don't like controlled structure. I like a little bit of structure.
Well, if I make up the structure, then that's perfect.
Yeah.
There was actually that was one of the little prompts today too, because it was like, what is your and it was said look above, and it was like a chart, and there was like, these 3 things are like this,
Mm-hmm.
and the only thing I saw was like provide structure, and I was like, yeah, one of those, and it was innovative. And I was like, yep, innovative structure building. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I love.
And
My
that's it.
daily life and everything.
Yeah. Techie. A techie house. A techie everything.
That'd be sick.
Reminders everywhere.
I just hate I don't know why I get so excited and just start like.
I thought like I was heavy breathing into the microphone just earlier, so I was like, maybe I should not just be like.
You gotta heavy breathe into this beer. You're so slow every time.
That's not even that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, you're
I just
empty.
I've
I
been.
didn't know.
But I was gonna go get us more, but then I didn't want to pressure you. But now I'm pressuring you.
I'll be done by the
shit, I
time.
forgot.
I just want it to be known that specifically our editor brought up the fact that when I talked last time about this
Oh yeah.
chat
Yes.
roulette, that like I was hoping somebody would knew what I was talking about, and our editor actually did. imvu is what it was, and I'm like annoyed at myself for not knowing it, because it's like obviously like pretty big. Like once he said it, I was like, duh. Instant messaging, virtual world,
Messaging,
universe.
Look at her with her hacker outfit on from the 2000s, early 2000s.
She keeps saying I'm like high school me, and she's like
the
she's like more
alternative
scared of
best
me.
friend.
The thing is
Instant
like
messaging. What did you say?
virtual universe. A multiverse, really. The initial multiverse.
You're like Kat Dennings, and I've
The
never.
thing is
honestly
this
watched any
this
of those
fucking
Marvel
shit
shows.
is still wow,
There you go.
still real. It's like very much still going. People still do it. Like I was looking at like even like avatars have gotten like even much more personalized, and obviously like look better with technology and time, but I can't believe I forgot that that's what it's called. It was crazy. If anybody knows what
just
IMVU
like I
is,
thought, I
it's-
didn't know what that was at all.
I'm so shocked.
But I mean, I'm not shocked. I was in a church household.
I was raised super Catholic, and I
But we
chose
talked about the
to
computers. You had access.
true, and I really didn't give a fuck as a child. I didn't. The consequences were there, and I was aware of them, but sometimes I just really did not care if I got caught doing chat. I was never. The funniest thing was I was never doing anything I wasn't supposed to. I was just on the sites that like were provocative. So
It's the internet.
yeah, it was interesting to me, but I wasn't ever doing anything weird. Like I said, the things that I loved was like the Evanescence multiverse that I was in, and the Paramore like crazy house. It was funny too, because like that game really would charge you hella for like really nice outfits. Like people like with hella money, you knew they spent money. Like you knew they were like those geeks that just. And all I did was travel to people's.
Geeks.
And I was one of them.
Yeah, you paid money.
No, I wasn't allowed. That
Yeah.
was so old school at that point. Like I didn't have any access with like internet and money. Like how was I gonna put my parents' bank card into it? But like I
They were still writing checks.
yeah, Straight up. We didn't. AOL was only just a very distant, like not that distant thing away from us.
We
like
can't go back into this. We spent so much time in the last time. We're gonna dive so hard into something old again.
I envy you, but and it's real still. Like it's still it's probably like how WoW is about to come out with a new drop. Like people still play that.
Yeah, I mean
Hard.
that's huge. That's yeah.
No, I know it's huge. It's just like when I
know.
hear it again, I'm like,
Wow.
people still play. Wow,
Wow.
people still play that.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Owen Wilson.
yeah, I
that
mean
shit.
they've probably had at this point they're really fucking deep. No, people have that was like one of the original like that was like the man's Sims. Man, I spent
Tweety.
okay, think
Tweety
about,
is
you know how we were
taking
talking
off
about,
days off work.
you know, like here it is peeing. Remember how you were like on the toilet? How many hours have like how many days have I spent total playing The Sims? Because that's feels like almost as much as the bathroom.
Gotta be more, man. I mean, there were like days that like I malnourished myself and like would not go like to even take bathroom breaks hardly during the day.
I know a lot of people that wasted their whole lives away on WoW too. And whenever people are like really, I have a lot of people like friends that are like, I sounded like fucking Trump right then or something, but I have a lot of people telling me about WoW. But I have friends that have like been like I needed to quit playing because I was like wasting my life away, and then like they were like WoW is just a portal to like blah 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 living your life and this thing. And I'm like, man, this is interesting. It's just like I feel like at any time I could just whoop back into a little Sims hole.
Saying we were low key joking the other night. We were like, we could just like
play the Sims
download
tonight.
Sims 4.
We could just play the Sims tonight.
And like, why did it have to be Sims 4? It's not like it's just what everybody played. That was the height
it's just
of
the
it.
last thing out. No.
Sims 4?
I'm sorry. I'm a huge Sims 3 fan because you can actually own the things eventually. I think Sims 4 was like trying to go somewhere.
When did they stop the story modes? You know how there was like a story mode that you played? Was that Sims 3 or was that Sims 2? And like you were your sim and you remember what I'm talking about? Like you had like roommates. Well, I know there was a story mode, but like where you would have to try to catch like Malcolm and like he would come and like break into your house and like try to be like.
It had to have been early. It had to have been like 2 or 1. Because I remember learning about these characters, but like it wasn't.
You weren't. Did you? Okay. Because there was like the original like Sims came out with like a story mode sort of.
Yeah, like whenever I knew me killing this one person was gonna upset their fucking mom because like I know how they're
like
related.
You could yes, and there was
like the roommates and the
the Goth family. There was like a nude family. I don't remember if you.
There
was a nude family that you had to go and live with. Like or like you visited them.
It had to be
they were like your friends or something.
Like,
it was wild. You had the club people, the people that own the club. You'd go there and, dude, that was so fun. That was so fun. And
man, you're killing me on where that like I don't even believe that's real. It very well
it was though. It so was. I remember because it was part of my childhood.
I don't think they kept that nude family around. I haven't seen that in a long time. Like that's hitting.
I mean, obviously they were like blurred out. That was the crazy thing about Sims is it was like the
nudists.
Yeah, no, it was in the forest really. There was a bunch of like log furniture and it was a really cool house from what I remember. I mean, it was like ingenuitive at the time, but yeah, no, that was like a real. I don't think like you live within. I think it was like just your friends you had to go of. Like you had to complete objectives. I say storyline, but that's loosely put. You just had to like. You kind of had to climb your way to the top. It was like you started from rags to riches, essentially. Like you just remember you had to like get those achievements to get certain houses and stuff.
They kept that up at least the achievements and like the
I never liked
little mini emotional things, and tasks and stuff.
And you could like build up your job. Like you could be like level 10 out of 10 on.
Obviously, their expansion packs are wild.
Their expansion packs were really so wild.
There's supposedly Sims 5 is in production. Watch us fucking never get out of the house.
I'm saying, like, I don't fully know if I'm ready to, like,
no, I mean, I'm putting it in. I'm about to be a streamer again, just so I have an excuse to fucking play Sims all the time I'm not working.
All I find on TikTok are Sims Lives lately. It's Sims Lives, and I just get caught up in them all over again.
Damn.
it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm like,
It'll never die. It'll never die. There will be a Sims community for life. Did you watch that show? There was even like a reality competition show about The Sims one time. Yeah, it was crazy. They like brought in like people I fucking knew too, because they're like streamers, like
that's awesome.
that are like I'm
gonna love that
Sims gamer. Yeah.
I should have. You know, the thing is it just completely took every like to be good at The Sims is all it means is it's gonna take up like every ounce of your life.
Mhm.
Because it is such a lifestyle game.
I speed run through it, but it doesn't matter because there's no end. You just keep playing and playing and playing and playing.
Do you always play on like speed mode? That was always me.
No, I mean, I have
hated the
all
slow
of
mode.
my hands placed so where I could speed 3, speed 2, speed 1. Oh no, catch speed 3. I'm like, and I'm not like I don't like big households. I'm my person. I'm gonna make that person the fucking best. And then if I happen to add someone to this family, then they're gonna be the fucking best. And then maybe like I almost I did that too expansion because I was like, this dog is like it was Monty. I obviously had Monty in the game, and I was like, Monty,
the dogs expand. It was not. It was hard. It was not, and it wasn't just that. I think it was
cute, but it was like also like it wasn't as rewarding as a real dog as I can't.
It wasn't. It was. They kind of like really dumbed down. I feel like the pets like. Mm-hmm. They didn't like. They could have done a lot more with it, and they should have. Honestly, I think it was just super basic with like your pets. Like
you have a dog, you have to clean its shit. Like go to work,
and like once it was easy to like get their bond up. I played the pet expansion pack predominantly on
the earlier ones.
No, PlayStation. I played it on PC, but like for some reason I played the PlayStation version of Sims with the Pets edition, and I really played that super hard. Where you got to go to the dog park and everything. I think it was probably the same for PC, but
I have the cats and dogs version for Sims 4 expansion.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I didn't buy too many. I've never really bought expansions until this last game.
Oh my god! I'm like thinking about those expansion packs now. I'm like thinking about, holy shit! There were so many.
There still is.
I remember I would be like
Sims 4.
Crying if my mom wouldn't get me like the new Sims expansion pack. I
never got an expansion pack until I bought one for myself.
Are you serious?
As an adult.
Oh my god!
I got go to work and
obsessive over it when I was a kid, and like there were still some things that I want to look them up right now and just see all the expansion packs right now to like see which ones I had.
There's so many. And I didn't know it comes with all this furniture and stuff too. So now I'm like actually mad that I never got all this stuff in my life.
Oh man,
but I mean, Sims 5, I'll buy it all. Let's go.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
fuck my life up again.
I'm ready to just quit everything else.
Yeah.
Quit my job. Quit everything. To be a Sims player.
We're gonna be Sims streamers.
We're gonna be professional pro Sims players. That's our next move.
That was another fucking prompt I had recently. I had so many icebreakers recently in my job, and it's really made me like had to like answer questions about myself in my job, which is something I'm like
not used to.
Usually like separation of work and life, you know.
Yeah,
like,
never get too personal.
Yeah, so they said like, what's something you would teach if you could, and I was like, I want to be a professional gamer. Like I want to be so good at games that I teach people how to play like strategies and things like that, but I'm not like that good at any game enough to like be a teacher at it. Like I was like I told him I was like I would love to be a Splatoon esports player, but I don't even think that exists, but I've had dreams about it. One of these days
just like be able to like get paid to do that. Like no, like that's really is like the American dream. I couldn't think of anything else that'd be more fun. Like, shit. It would be so fun.
I feel like I've touched that a tiny bit.
No, you did. You absolutely did.
Working on games, but then also streaming games.
But yeah, that was your life. Like
yeah,
that was.
Did do
that was your that was your job actually. Yeah, it was.
But
yours was definitely more geared towards like plastics.
Be really good at it.
I know, and it's like. Where they make it look just so easy, like they just get to the point where it's just like it's like typing.
Yeah, that Splatoon story mode was wildly hard. Sometimes, like I was trying to play like every level because it was.
I love a wheat.
It's so good. Out of a bottle? Yeah.
Out of a bottle.
Out of a bottle.
The cans aren't the same.
Yeah, I have a can downstairs. It's just sitting there because
Not the same. It was funny
just
too.
so
We were at when we had brought Boulevards the last time. We were debating. He was
These are
like
the same
cans, and
ones?
I was like, oh yeah, okay.
These are the same beers. These are the beers.
And we literally debated. I was like, it's glass every time. Like
Yeah.
I'm not usually always picky about that.
I
You know.
forgot to take the trash out for the past 2 weeks though, so I have so much recycling.
2 weeks, girl.
It is not only my responsibility.
Absolutely,
It
it's
feels like
not.
it is. To remember.
It is only Jacob's responsibility.
Nobody remembers. I'm the person with the schedule, the routine, but I think
I always remember. I always remember. I'm like Wednesday night.
'Cause
It's
of
like it
that.
almost just clicks on me. I'm like,
I've just been really busy lately. Director.
I'm really busy lately. It's like a director now. I don't have to think about.
Dude, it
trash
doesn't matter
days.
because all I'm thinking is coming up is the holiday season.
Man, and it's really coming up. I mean, like it's like so fast
Like
upon
next
us.
week?
Well, next week I go to Oklahoma City, but like right after that, next week is Thanksgiving. So I feel like
Wait, why are you going to Oklahoma City then? I just realized.
I have a manager excellence conference.
Oh, right. I'm really
MEC.
excited for that. Yeah, okay. There we go.
No, it'll be fun. It's like a whole thing. It'll be like it'll be super fun and corporate.
Time. Should I come over the night before you leave? So we can pack your bag?
Yeah, let's do it. Cause I have
So we can-
I
come
have
to
to leave
San
on
Francisco.
Sunday. I do a meet and greet evening dinner with everybody checking into the hotel on Sunday.
Corporate meeting. Fun.
They get us a
vacation.
party bus,
Corporate,
and I get
yeah.
a dinner. You know how it
Dinner.
goes. Dinner's at
Dinner.
night,
Dinner
baby.
is at night. Drinks a little on the side. All of
Gets
it's
it
paid for.
I get my mileage back. Woo! I literally get paid to like drive down there.
Expense.
I love it. Expense report.
File 'em,
Put
file
it on
'em.
the bill. And it's cool too, cause like I used to live. It's not as cool because it's in Oklahoma City. That's just like somewhere I used to live.
that's really exciting. You're going on a corporate trip there.
But I am
Oh,
downtown
Casey.
Oklahoma City, so it does give downtowny vibes. Everything's walking distance, and I
Some
will
tall
get to see all my
buildings.
old friends
Yeah.
for 2 days. I get done Wednesday, and then I have literally Wednesday after I get done, I'm free. And then Thursday, Friday, I can hang out with, like, really hang out with friends. So I, like, do corporate, and then it's, like, friends.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
This fun.
It is a little fun. I'm really excited I got my car back in time. I'm glad I got it fixed before then.
Oh,
did
you're
it.
driving down there?
Yeah, I am.
That's tight, so
I
you have
get
your
paid for
car.
my mileage, yeah. Like,
Tight.
like nicely for my
Um,
mileage.
I really want to go to Texas, but
You should do it.
I know. I just have to.
It's
my
hard,
Ducks in order, or ducks in a line, or whatever that is.
Get your
I
ducks
just
in line.
Get my checks.
Get your ducks in a line. Yeah. No, that's right.
something else in order, or whatever. But it's because I have dogs and stuff, and so.
Man, it is. It's
but I mean,
hard
if
to.
I go, it's a 13-hour drive.
Trying to see family around the holidays. It's hard to correlate everybody's schedules and stuff like that.
But it would be great.
I'm doing Christmas early this year with my family. It's like December 4th. So like here it is.
Is your brother going?
No, he's going to Sweden before he deploys. He's
I
he's
never
spending
knew.
his. Huh?
I was gonna drive down
For what?
family Christmas.
You still could
Yeah.
be my dad,
Yeah.
crippled dad.
We could still gamble if he's crippled.
100% he's gonna be down for it. He should be like already
Isn't that
going.
when you guys get crazy? Is December gambling? Yeah.
We do a dirty Santa.
Right.
$100
Dirty Santa. Didn't know what that was till I met you.
Dirty Santa, yeah,
This
that's
is
a
white
right
elephant, but
white
I
elephant. Yeah,
never knew
we
about
just
Dirty
always called
Santa.
it dirty Santa. And we do $100 buy-ins, so it's like more of an expensive.
Gambling.
No. I'm sorry,
Oh,
for just
Dirty
our gifts,
Santa.
and then we do gambling after. So like we do like a gambling of gifts, and it has to be $100 buy-in, so you have to spend money on it,
Yeah.
and it has to be a unisex gift kind of, or like you
Mhm.
just bring something that like you want to get at the end of it, you know?
Yeah. Can you steal?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just
Fuck
how many
yeah.
steals? One?
2.
2 per gift?
I think so. Depending on how many people come, it just depends.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was like, how many?
'Cause if
how many
it's
people do
not-
you have in there?
It usually can range for a little bit. I mean, if it was all of us siblings and then plus Jacob and then there's
not
Karen's daughter and
Oh, okay.
but it's really just all of us and then my dad. But we'll basically be one short this year.
This is what I do every time I think about hanging out with Sarah in a different
Right.
environment. I give her hella fucking questions. Like, I think soothes my anxiety to know like.
It's
I
gonna
really
be
do
funny
this
because
every
as
time.
soon
I
as
feel
you
like I
get to my
interview
dad's
you
house
every
and it's
time.
like you're really gonna realize that like it's so chill. And what happens is too is like
What's the buy-in for gambling?
it's just dollar bills.
You just gotta bring all the dollar bills you want to play with.
You just bring dollar bills. Like you just bring dollar bills because we
Nobody
play.
just has dollar bills, but y'all have dollar bills. I don't.
Well, we specifically bring like we know that we're bringing like $20 in dollar bills so you can play a lot because the thing is the rounds are only $3 buy-ins, but when you have several people playing, like you can get $80 a round. So you know what I mean? So you only spend $20 getting in, and you just get like an
What do you
hour and a
gambling
half of
with?
fun.
Left, right, center. Or
Yes,
what do you, that's it.
we do left, right, center. It's fun. It's a game of chance, and it's just so good because like it means nothing. You could literally have no money at the end of the game, and somebody passes you the last dollar, and you get the whole jackpot for no reason. So it's
I
like
hate
it's you know most of the time like it honestly equals out. Like most of the time, almost everybody. Not everybody gets a win, but like there's like the several people that get wins. You can end up like pretty rich just from $20 of buy-in, like just $20. That is cheap entertainment, and he always has hella drinks. Like there's no running out of drinks or weed
Horrid.
or horrid.
Horrid. Horrid. Horrid.
Horrid. Yeah, it's fun, and there's hella dogs. It's really just the ultimate family time.
The other day where someone screamed something, pussy or something, yelled it slightly, and I said it louder because I thought we were playing the penis game. I think it was
What?
your sister. I think it was your sister, to be honest.
When? Where were we out? I do not remember that.
Someone said something like, "God, pussy," or something. Like,
are you talking about for her birthday?
Yeah,
for her birthday
said
dinner?
something, and I just yelled it louder because I thought it was like I thought we were playing like that penis game where you have to like yell the word louder than the person before.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then everyone looked at me like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh, is that not what you said? Are we not? Is that not what we're doing?"
Of course you said that. Of course you did that. That's like the tomboy in you. You're like, I'm not gonna back down
from a challenge. Well,
from
I
a
figured
challenge
immediately
from a pussy.
I figured immediately that your man was gonna yell it loud. Like that's what I expected next. Was him to just,
I didn't
like,
know
go above
any of
and
that was
beyond and
going
scream
on.
really loudly. No, it was just me. It was just me.
That's
It
probably
must
why I
have been
don't
whenever you
remember
were
that.
behind us.
Must have been, or maybe in the loud crowded bar.
We had this. We did celebrate Sarah's
Sister's birthday. We
sister's
did.
birthday.
Yeah, I
We
forget
had
that like
some,
we
food. It was delicious.
had tapas. Tapas.
It honestly
Small
was
plates.
No, it was huge plates.
They
I
were
was
not.
misled.
They were shareable.
I was misled into
But they
thinking it
were-
was like a tiny bougie, tiny little plates. So I got 3, and I said, "We'll just get 3 to start." And then these motherfucking plates were massive.
Like 2 max. 2 max.
I had a giant plate of just like so much meat. I don't even know what I had.
The mussels we ordered was a whole meal in itself.
That was a lot.
A
It was
lot.
not a tapas place. I mean, it was delicious, but I only
Amazing.
needed to get like 1.
No, nobody knew what they were getting into. Like even the
And we all
corn that
spent so
came
much
out
money.
was so much corn. That was like a family style side of corn
That
for
was not
everybody.
much corn. I would have eaten that whole thing. as
Well,
an
that's because it's
appetizer.
corn, and you
So
like
good.
cone.
It was so good. Corn.
It's corn.
You're just so this.
You
that
started
song-
it.
No, I know, but that song just like I don't understand how everyone got right back on auto tune the news again. Like, how did that become cool again? Remember how that was really annoying?
Yeah, no,
It was the
things
really
always come
annoying
back
time
around.
in life when everything was being auto tuned, and it was just like, look at this parody video of.
You know, I only thought
your
T-Pain sang in
kids, how'd your
auto tune.
wife?
I didn't know because of auto tune was so big back then that like I only thought he was big because of knowing what auto tune was. I didn't really actually know he had a voice. I thought it was only auto tune, and I know that he used it, but he does have a voice on top of that. So when somebody actually said that T-Pain was my favorite
Now he's a
artist,
streamer, bro.
huh?
Now he's a streamer.
I've heard that. There's like football players that like stream too.
No, he's like a real streamer. Like he does it a lot.
Yeah, fun.
It's crazy. Like you could just go
Oh, yeah,
talk
fun.
to T-Pain. You just go kick with T-Pain.
Get on
Streaming is wild.
No, it really is. I've indulged
Whole
in it just a
world.
bit more, like knowing a little bit more about it. It's The internet is just full of endless possibilities, is what I've knew, but now is like reconfirmed to me again, reiterated to me that
it's crazy. No, someone today, we released the last episode today.
yeah.
Or obviously like before you see this, but like someone was like, oh, I just learned what a fluffer was. Like, thanks, the Buttress and Sarah, for teaching me what a fluffer was. And I was like,
to be honest, that was recent for me in life too.
There's so like being on the internet, like you are expedited on knowledge like that for no reason.
I'm saying there's something always out there.
Twitch was definitely a big learning
curve
experience.
It's
I learned all sorts of words.
Even looking at the screen, there's just a ton going on always. Like, there's just a lot to pay attention to.
Yeah, you were there in the behind the scenes days, being on the stream.
It seemed like a lot to keep up with.
All you look at is this. I was like, just look at this camera, look at this chat, look at this camera, look at this chat. That's all you look at.
But pay attention to talking in the chat. You got to make sure you answer these questions. But then, like, also, like, you don't have to answer anything.
For my guests, I was just like, just look at that.
No, it was super fun. It's still super fun.
That was the best. Every time my dad came on, because he was not even, he didn't care about like anything. He knew what he had to do and was perform for the camera, read the chat. Especially after the first time. Second time he was like, all right, where do I look? I'm like, right here. He's like, okay, where's the chat? I said, right here. He's like, all right, let's do this. Like, he was like, got it. I fucking got it. Obviously not fuck, but he didn't say that.
It's so funny because
now that you know him.
Yeah, y'all are the same, man. I like see so many of your characters that you clearly got from him.
Yeah.
90% of you is that. Like, everything he says, he's like, it's all a game. We were literally even talking about, like, he was, of course, brought up Chick-fil-A days.
Yeah.
As it goes.
Yeah.
We were talking about food service because, of course, I've been in this industry for so long.
Right.
And we were talking about how, like, because I was like, you either get it or you don't. And I was like, it's really just a game. And some people just aren't meant for it. Like, it really just comes down to, like, who's not going to be pissed off and who's going to be able to, like, smooth over guests, you know, customers and stuff like that. And, like, he just got it. As soon as I talked to him, I was like, you get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're tight. You're cool.
Yeah.
You're a cool guy. And he's like,
cool
we
dude.
like really bonded over that. I was like, I get you. I was like, it's a game.
It's all a game.
You gotta win.
Yeah.
You gotta
can't
win
lose.
these people over. And I was like, you get it. It's what you've done your whole life. I like saw it. And I was like seeing you. I was like, it's a game.
You look like you're gonna cry.
I don't know why my eyes are getting
Mine
teary
too.
right now.
Period.
It's period. I'm like not.
Cry.
I'm not crying. It's just like.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe it was a wholesome dad moment, but like I truly enjoyed your dad's company. He was cool.
Yeah.
But it was like I saw you too. I was like, I get it. I get the motivation was there. I was like, man, you get it.
Yeah.
Because I get it. And like you if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But if you get it, you do. And your dad gets it. He has won in life. Your dad has fucking figured it out. I'm not kidding.
Nah, bro. He's wild sometimes. I'll ask him I'll be like, hey, Dad, I need to, like, get my credit score up really quick. And he'll just tell me the wildest things.
Mm-hmm.
I was so confused. He said, well, no, you just got to do this on this and this against this and this. And I was
he did the same shit to me, too. So
really?
I know
Bro,
that
I know that
he's done that.
In the 800s. Like, what does that mean? I've never even, what does that mean? I didn't even know they went up that high.
He gets it. He understood it and understood the assignment and there must be a dad thing that comes earlier in life. Like you start winning a little bit more of like more adult things too. And
I don't know why
he's like
so hard.
I think he's just
a people person is
dad. I think he's gotten deals and then like being able to sell certain like anything and trading
Honestly,
values.
Though, there is a couple times I'll like talking to him on the phone and he gives me like such Trump energy. Like not like just like earlier whenever I said like I know a lot of people, like he'll be like, and I'll tell you, and let me tell you what the funniest thing happened, like, and let me tell you what it is. Like the way he says some things, I'm like, wow, that was a lot of honestly, nonsense words.
Yeah, but
like
it's super Midwestern.
He's getting to the point or something, like he's just like he's getting there. But
well, it's
right
dramatic.
At the height of
it's
Trump
dramatic.
Being really wild and stuff, like was right whenever I was listening to it. I was like, bro, like this is wild. Like luckily you're not saying anything like the same. This is not like the content's way different. different, but the way you're telling me this story right now is like,
He's selling you on it.
yeah, I was like,
And then at the end, he's like, vote for me for president.
yeah, exactly. Oh my God, he's something panel.
No, it
Somehow
doesn't
he's on the
surprise me.
panel right now to like decide the next chief of police or something in his place, and he like texted me that, and I was like mid
As a pastor.
Yeah, what? What?
It's like the mayor of the
I'm
town.
like working.
Mayor.
See a text, hey, I'm on the panel to vote for the next chief of police, lol. And I was like, don't pick a racist, obviously. Like, that's like what I thought to say in that moment. And then he was like, lol, yeah, of course not. But, like, also, why the fuck do they have a pastor on that panel? That's, like, such a weird...
The fact that your
he
dad
said,
is a complete...
what I want to do is pick someone that doesn't look like they want it. And I was like, that's probably the best in that scenario, but...
He's thinking underdog.
Yeah.
Cute, love that.
You don't want anyone that wants the power to have the power, I guess. Well, I was like, that's, I guess, but the best of what you can. You don't.
Maybe
How do
he's
you just pick
thinking in
someone?
like
Yeah, you do it.
And the fact that like your dad just being a pastor, just like literally just being a pastor, motivating people enough that he's on a board where you votes for a chief of police. Like
he's
got
done
it.
the wildest things in the city.
You got it.
They're like, hey, can you come and
That
do
just
it? He said, talk to all of our service, like our customer service people in the city, and like motivate them.
It's like, we've always talked about fake it till you make it, but like
Yeah,
that's absolutely been your dad's verdict his entire life. That's the words he's lived by. He's been so charismatic his entire life that people actually think that like they have to give a shit about what he has to say. And who wouldn't aspire to do that? I want somebody to be like, I'd like your opinion about
lead our
so-and-so."
town. That sounds horrible. That's crazy. I mean,
yeah,
I'll be down.
but yeah, no,
Sign me up.
exactly.
Ready
Right.
for
No,
my
I'm
cult.
saying, like they put you on a pedestal because they're like you.
El Dorado. Yeah. I'm a god.
Yeah, like what?
Actually,
You figured it out.
Yes.
You know, the people that get it, they get it, you know?
No, yeah. I really could have lived a totally different life had I just stayed in Bay City.
Completely. And such a different, like, but so the same, but like in a completely different
Way.
shed of light. So different. But the same energy. Truly. We made it.
This is so weird.
We made it.
I'm like Sarah. It's funny because I don't know how to read this clock. It's got to the point where
She's put an analog face on her clock, and it
there's
doesn't even
no
have
numbers
like no numbers.
or lines or anything. So I have to just kind of like I think.
Tell me what time it is right now.
It's probably 10:05.
It's good.
Okay, I've been really
Nope, yep.
practicing. But I mean, it also could have been like
10:03.
9:05. I wouldn't have been able
Yeah,
to tell
that's
you
the
the
thing.
difference.
Is like it's so close. It's so close. Like you got to really pay attention to like where the numbers would be. But you're right. Good job.
And I only know that because I know we started at 8:40 something.
Mm-hmm.
Context.
I'm really excited for what's in store to come. I'm excited for new spaces
We're gonna have a new
and
space. We have to have. This is our episode 29.
so sing-songy.
So we should film one more time in here and then take a break.
I'm so glad. Here it is. Telepathy. That was it.
So
that was
you're
really
on-
it. I was like, so, because I felt, you know, I felt like this was
when we took a little break.
exactly
Oh my
Christmas
God, are we
time.
Airbnb again?
That's what I was saying. The Christmas special. Christmas special. What do
I've
we do
only
this
been
time though?
watching a lot of South Park, so when you say that, it just makes me think of Come Weed. But that's a
Schweed.
Sweet.
Come in. Come
Your
in.
what? What?
Schweed. And
Yeah, that he came on weed. It was like a South Park thing.
I don't know anything about South
Yeah,
Park. It's a
it's-
sad thing. Never got into it.
I-
But yeah,
I came on it late,
So-
and it's great. It's
We
great. It hurts.
I know. Yeah, I know. The hipster in you didn't want to like it, but you like it, don't you? That is super hipster to like, though.
Well, it's way cooler than liking Rick and Morty. That shit's stupid.
I like Rick and Morty. I don't put it on a like soapbox like everybody else does, but
Yeah, anybody that's like, oh, Rick and
It's the
Morty's
best
like
show ever. It's not the
smartest
best
like,
show
you
ever.
have to be smart to understand it.
no, you don't. It's a stupid show.
Yeah,
It's a
I
stupid show.
watched one
South
episode.
Park
the
is
last
an
episode I saw
actual
that was
smart
like
show.
literally like poop jokes the whole episode.
The private bathroom pooper. It's funny.
Probably is that what? See, this you're a loser.
Because I know the episodes.
Yeah,
Girl, get out of here. That was actually a funny ass episode.
it was just like
He was talking about being a private pooper. Everybody should know what it. I don't.
That's all I.
All I know is that Rick was trying to find somebody had monsters had found his private pooping place, and so he got really pissed off and had to like completely uproot it, and he was very upset about it. But it was like
Real
the basis of
dilemma.
the show.
Real conflict.
No, it's a stupid show. It's creative if you want to say that, but like South Park like actually brings in like political and very relevant things that are happening in life, like but in a shithole way too.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's uncomfortably hilarious. Well, until next time, we've got I think we've got a plan now. You know, some small
Kind of
filming,
all weirdly
hopefully-
lined out.
Yeah, remodeling ish going on, and then
Yeah, we're
hopefully
gonna have to get to work.
Airbnb time. And I've got little time, so we've got to. Not little time. I just.
Well, we gotta do another film, and then we
Film.
take a break. But in that break, we work break because we gotta move
Mm-hmm.
and create.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be great. All right.
Later, guys. This was
I don't want to get up. It hurts, man.
festive. Christmas.
It's not Christmas yet.
I know, but
we
we
have
gotta start
50
shopping.
more periods until Christmas.
2. 1.
Just one.
1 and then right back to back, like another one. Ooh, that's not that many. Oh no. We do not have that much time. What is going on? Where did the time go? There was so much time laid, like earlier in life.
Yeah, remember how I like started this new job and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get so much done before it gets too crazy, and that was like August 1st, and I'm already in
What the
November. I
fuck?
did
How
not,
was that
how did
August
I didn't do
1st?
anything. I haven't even done anything.
And we're in November?
Mid almost. It's almost Diana's birthday like this weekend.
What is going on? What is going on?
Your sister's birthday was like yesterday, but my
I
birthday was like 2 days
know.
ago.
Halloween was only a week ago. But it seems like we're just like falling into Christmas so fast. I feel like I'm just not gonna have time for anything. That's been the whole like theme of this year.
to
I don't
shop
have
for
time
all
for
them
anything.
Kids. I have 50 kids
That's what I'm
to
saying.
shop for. I haven't even started on you.
Yeah. It's
Maybe we should make oh my god, we should do like in the future. We should do like drawing names and stuff so we can all spend a lot of money on one person.
well, let's just do it.
That'd be cute.
We do it
Well,
this
it's too
year
late.
too.
We already bought. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
already
yeah,
bought
yeah.
some stuff.
No,
But
yeah,
not for you. I
maybe
haven't
next
bought
year.
stuff for you. Maybe next year. Okay, bye.
Bye.